This is GNN, the Global News Network, reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning. This is GNN, the Global News Network, reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning.
And welcome to another episode of GNN. We're back. It is the realest news that's ever been in existence. I'm a little large there. I'll shrink down just a little bit. There we go. Welcome to the show. We've got to my right here, Alexander Truth Stein. Alexander, welcome back. It's been a week.
It's been a tough battle. Yes, the cats got sick with COVID, so I had to take
No.
off. Yes, Sky Bear and matter of fact, Kyle both. They were sneezing like crazy.
Here we go.
I took them to the vets. They tested positive. The vets immediately expelled them. I was forced to go the Joe Rogan route. Had to go to the stables, and I got a little bit of Bimectin, a little what they call off-brand ivermectin paste.
I've seen those commercials before. They go, Bimectin.
It's a parasite and bot remover. And let me tell you something. Sky Bear's hair and never been shinier. And he is pooping like a racehorse. So whatever this did, he's A-okay. So I just want to say thank goodness for this miracle drug for Sky Bear and Kyle.
But let's be clear,
so lucky.
it's not for humans.
No, it's not. But I mean, I've been
on.
putting a little bit under my armpit and a little bit in my mashed potatoes.
Oh,
but
boy.
that's between you and me and Joe Rogan. So, but trust me, no, I wouldn't. This is not for human consumption, okay? Unless you got a bunch of sick cats. Other than that, if you got sick cats, everything's for the cats. Cats are more important to me than humans. So, Bimectin.
We've heard you say that many a times. We also have over and across from Mr. Alexander Truth, Baller Dave. Baller, what up?
What's going on, boys? How's it going?
Nice
Good
glasses.
day to everybody.
Glasses are looking sharp today.
Thank you.
And thanks for dressing up with the pullover sweater. That's nice too.
Yeah.
Oh boy, who do we got? Sky Bear. Oh no, that's not Sky
No,
Bear.
this
That's
is Kyle.
That's Kyle.
He's
He always
really
shows
healthy.
Kyle.
I knew that.
Look how his coat is so shiny, guys. It's all the ivermectin paste. It's just, and it got rid of all of his bots. He used to itch and burp. Now he's just healed. So it's a miracle for the cats. Okay.
It is a miracle.
Nice.
It's a miracle.
Nice.
It's a miracle. All right, so we got the news coming to you. We've also got a very special interview. Should we bring her on first, or we'll come back to her? Let's come back to her.
Let me.
wait. Okay.
Why don't I start with my stories? Where I got a few quick ones.
Do it.
It'll be a quick show today.
It is supposed to be quick.
Let me share. I will share my screen. Here we go.
Okay.
Find that screen.
Mhm.
So, in the solar system, the weirdest planet shines its brightest, and that is. Want to guess?
No, I don't know. Tell me.
It is Uranus. All right.
I could have guessed.
Uranus,
Wow.
I should have known.
Uranus will reach the point of opposition on November 4th and November 5th. The planet will rise in the eastern sky, and the sun sets to the west and visible above the horizon. How to see Uranus at opposition in 2021, right? During opposition, however, the planet will appear as if it were a faint star in the night sky, but even at its brightest, Uranus is still pretty faint. During opposition, the gas giant, did you know Uranus was a gas giant?
Who didn't?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Will
Alex didn't
have a
know.
magnitude of 5.6. For reference, Venus at its brightest has a magnitude of 5 on a stellar magnitude scale. So amazing. We're going to have a chance to see Venus.
Wait,
We
go
have
back.
this-
Go back to the map. Does that say the George Floyd map? Look at the top of that map. It says no. Go down the other way.
Down. Bye.
At the top of that map, it says George Floydus Aridinus. What's the name of that map?
Yeah,
I'm
George
not
Floyd.
sure.
Go
I'm
up.
not sure.
it's the George
Is
Floyd.
that
map.
is that a George Floyd map?
So one more they say is very interesting. A new moon takes place when the moon is wedged between the Earth and the sun, making the natural satellite barely visible to the naked eye. Did you know the moon was barely visible during a new moon?
Isn't that during the day?
No, I think we have a new moon at nighttime, of course. At night. Or no, it is during the day. You're right. The new moon would be up during the day. So it's barely visible to the naked eye. I didn't know that. I thought it was not visible at all.
I didn't think it's visible at all either. But what do we know? That's from a science writer wrote that. Then we'll go with what they say.
Yeah.
Whatever
that's what I've always done.
Is correct.
Right.
I can't believe the scientist wrote a George Floyd map though. That's really cool. That's really
Seems
progressive.
weird. Seems weird.
I know. I think it's progressive. It's smart.
NASA's Juno probe orbiting Jupiter finds depth of planet's greatest red spot.
Oh, we know the depth now?
We know the depth.
How deep is it?
It's about 500 kilometers below the cloud tops. This finding are detailed in the journal Science of the Journal of Geography Research Planets.
So we could really bottom out if we wanted to. We could bottom out.
So they can test the depth. Oh,
yeah, it's all in that journel. The journal has all of the information.
I'll write that down and get a copy of it for us all to read.
Wow, that's pretty.
This is a crazy story right here. If I could, it just jumped on me.
Alex, I'll send you a copy of that.
Toilet aboard SpaceX's Inspiration 4 craft malfunctioned.
I heard.
And urine collect under the floor of the capsule while the oblivious 4-person crew orbited Earth.
So they peed on themselves in space.
Well, no, I think it went into the tank and then it just leaked out and it kind of just clinged because there's no gravity. You know, they're falling around the Earth. And it clinged underneath the floorboards. And I guess they noticed it when they came back and maybe
did they get pee in their Dippin' Dots? You know, that's the space ice cream. Do you think they were eating their Dippin' Dots and they had pee in it?
I wouldn't go up there if they didn't have Dippin' Dots.
That's the only reason you go to space is for the Dippin' Dots. That's the whole reason they created Dippin' Dots.
You know, the great thing about the Dippin' Dots is you just keep them on the dark side of the craft and they don't even need any electricity. It just stays cold enough to keep them frozen.
You have to warm them up. They get too cold.
That's true.
They're crunchy.
Jaron,
they're crunchy.
See, Jaron, you know they get too cold. See, that's a real space fan because a lot of people think, oh, you know, it'll just keep it perfect.
No.
They get too cold.
And you have to wait 45 minutes. 45 minutes at, I would say room temperature. It's station temperature is what they call it. On-orbit station temperature.
This is a common design, but the SpaceX has fixed the problem by welding the tubes on. Genius.
Oh, they have a space welding machine. They can weld in space.
Yes. Those solar panels make plenty of power.
If you believe that. Oh, sorry. I mean,
we have a nice dinosaur. Dinosaurs are very scary.
They're so cool, though. Think about how cool dinosaurs are.
Yeah. So let's listen to this.
And they're old.
Man, that's really cool. They can weld in space. I didn't think that was possible.
They found a planet outside of our galaxy. Our galaxy itself is 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years wide side to side, and they found a planet outside.
Finally, tonight, we're not just your global brief, we're your intergalactic brief too. Astronomers in Cambridge, Massachusetts think that for the first time, they found a planet in another galaxy.
Wow,
this
another galaxy?
Shows just where it would be in a spiral galaxy called M51, or as they like to call it, the Whirlpool Galaxy. They used a new technique that measures light from a distant star that dips when a planet passes in front of it.
And dots?
It takes around 37,000 human years to travel 1 light year on a space shuttle. And this planet is 28 million light years away.
28 million!
That's not that much. It's not that much if you think about it.
Wow.
It's only 28 million.
28 million times 37,000 years. So how many?
No, it's 28 million times 7 trillion to get the miles.
Oh,
Go ahead and do that math real quick, would you?
And the last one is more of a PSA, which we need to play for everybody. And here it goes.
Please.
Is that good? You see that?
We can see the dinosaurs. Yes.
Oh, this is an awesome commercial.
Listen up,
Climate
people.
change is real, guys.
You're headed for a climate disaster.
Yes, we
And
are.
yet every year, governments spend hundreds of billions of public funds on fossil fuel subsidies. Imagine if we had spent hundreds of billions per year subsidizing giant meteors. That's what you're doing right now. Around the world, people are living in poverty. Don't you think helping them would make more sense than, I don't know, paying for the demise of your entire species?
Yeah, really? Jesus.
You've got a huge opportunity right now as you rebuild your economies and bounce back from this pandemic. So here's my wild idea. Don't choose extinction. Save your species before it's too late.
That's a good idea.
It's time for you humans to stop making excuses and start making changes.
Agree.
Thank you.
Totally agree. It's real.
So,
it's real. Let me tell you about it. Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that.
No,
one last comment. Here we go. one last comment on that is, he pointed out that there's starving children all around the earth, and many space critics have said, why are you spending all this money in space when you're not feeding the people on Earth?
Idiots.
And the answer is you have to make hard choices, because if we don't spend all that money in space doing experiments, growing lettuce, right, playing with water, and and sucking in Skittles.
The first one.
Sorry.
Whoops. What is that? And we could lose everyone on the planet. So
I agree. Jeff
you have
Bezos,
to make these.
All the money that Jeff Bezos is using to go to space would be much better spent in space than feeding hungry people, because hungry people can figure out how to grow a potato. And that's why I want to bring up my article. If I can get a share screen.
Let's do it.
Listen, let's look at this, guys. This is the breaking news of 2021.
I'll be there in a second.
Is this, and David, come on, this is, I think, a way bigger news than climate change, if you ask me, because this actually could heal climate change if you think about it.
Where is your piece?
17.5 mega spud. This is amazing.
Well,
can they bring that technology? Was that grown on Earth?
Look at this. Is this the biggest potato ever? 17.5 mega spud is grown in New Zealand, and owners say that they will turn it into vodka instead of making monster mashed potatoes. Look at this potato. I mean, guys, I'm just saying, this is.
Oh, I've seen a bigger potato.
Well, listen, we're not here to compare potatoes, but what I'm saying is climate change is more important than hunger, because we got 17-pound potatoes. This guy accidentally grew a 17. We got enough food. People just are too stupid to grow their own potatoes. Like
that's a nice potato. I'd hate to have to skin it, though.
Well, I mean,
that's what women are for.
Well, yes, that, and I don't know if that's very progressive, but if he boiled the potato, he's able to peel the skin off if he has a big enough pot to boil it in. And I'm sure in New Zealand they roast whole goats, so I'm sure that he'll be able to easily find a pot to boil that potato and skin it. But I'm saying that's why all the money going to space and climate change are much more important than feeding hungry people, because who really cares about hungry people? I mean, I got, you know what I mean? We got potatoes, 17.5 pounds. We got wasted potatoes, you know what I mean? People should figure out how to feed
Can we get a
themselves.
bunch of those to Mars is my question.
Well, with the new SpaceX technology, yes. Actually, as a matter of fact, they have a silo engineering, and that is what the main system is going to be. It's actually going to be a transportation system of supplies. So think of it like the Skylink as an elevator to space, is how Jeff Bezos and the SpaceX and Elon Musk teams are presenting it.
Nice. Do you want to get another PSA in?
Sure.
Or do you have something else for us?
Well, we have breaking news. I know
I don't have a breaking news sound, but if I had one, I would play it. Maybe I do.
It's not a 17.5 pound potato, which is some of the biggest news we've ever broken. Social media video shows Henry Ruggs III partying at Top Golf in Las Vegas 4 hours before fatally crashing into a woman.
That's my bad.
So let's watch this. This is an NFL star, Henry Ruggs.
Then he went and drove 150 miles per hour and killed somebody?
Yes, he was driving 156 miles an hour and murdered this girl. This one, and her dog died too. Look at this. According to the police report, Ruggs told officers he was driving to his $1.1 million home at the time of the crash. When I asked Ruggs to clarify, he just repeated home, home, and then began mumbling, the officer wrote in the police report. The officer also described his speech as not understandable and his attitude as unresponsive. Police said Ruggs then attempted to pull the IVs out of his arm. As medical staff advised Ruggs to stop removing the medical equipment, Ruggs began to yell, "Get me the F out of here!" The report said Ruggs continued to yell from his bed and refused to listen to hospital staff and yelled when they're not doing anything for him. As I spoke with Ruggs, I asked if he would open his eyes. The report said at the time Ruggs refused to answer any questions nor cooperate for opening his eyes. So, now this poor girl is dead. And the NFL is 100% responsible. Look, these are the vehicles right there. These are
unbelievable.
156. And if you're look at this in his brand new Corvette. He didn't even take on that much damage.
No, I think if he had a dog in his car, dog lives.
100% the dog lives, because him and his girlfriend.
Unless it's in the engine area, which you shouldn't put dogs there.
And look at the Top Golf. This is Top Golf right behind the Las Vegas Strip.
You ever been to a Top Golf before? I've seen one, but I've never been there.
No, I don't play golf. It's a racist sport for white colonials. I would never play golf.
Tiger Woods?
He's racist.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, he voted for Trump, and Trump gave him the Medal of Honor. So, yeah, no, Tiger Woods is racist. And he slept with all those women. And I believe that...
but he married a white woman.
Well, but he would usually ejaculate on them in a humiliation manner, is what I would read on the tabloids. Yes, so he's not a good person. Yeah.
Didn't know that. Where are you getting these tabloids from? I'll have to check those out.
Weird tabloids, yes. You know
what they say.
Okay, so speaking of white supremacy, Tucker Carlson says there's no questions critical race theory was a factor in Virginia gubernatorial race.
I've heard this.
So look, Pentagon admits a child could be seen inside Kabul compound that was wrongly bombed, killing 7 kids and 3 adults, but report says drone strike wasn't negligent.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are two different articles. I don't know how they got this together,
but shit happens when you got high level military activity. Sometimes things get knocked out that shouldn't.
Yeah, I would like to hear of that. So what is your opinion? Because the Pentagon, these are two different articles, but the Pentagon admits a child could be seen inside Kabul compound that was wrongly bombed, killing 7 kids and 3 adults. But report says the drone strike wasn't negligent. So yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, if you kill 7 kids, but you still get 3 adults, don't you think a kid, like 2 kids is worth 1 adult, right?
Depends on how big they are, but yeah, mostly.
That's what I'm saying. So then you get killing 3 adults and 2 plus. So that's nearly a 9-person, 8-person kill. So
it's pretty good.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think that drone strike was.
It's just like whenever you're out in your grass and you're like killing some ants and you happen to maybe spray a beetle, it's just collateral damage. You can't really get upset about it.
And if you get a bunch of ants, it's worth it. A couple beetles dying. You know, that's just, it makes sense. So U.S. drone operators have been cleared of not spotting a child who was inside a Kabul compound 2 minutes
hard to see.
Launching they're small. Launching a bombing that killed 10 innocent people. I mean, listen, it's not the drone operator's fault. He's just going and operating a machine and shooting it into a house full of kids. Like, how is he the bad guy? He's not. I think he's the good guy.
At least no dogs were harmed.
Well, there were some dogs who were actually harmed, as a matter of fact.
A few of them were.
There were some dogs.
Now it's bad.
That's it, but they were rabid dogs.
It wasn't that bad, though.
Yeah, I mean, as long as some kids were freaking out, I think it's, that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? We really sent a message, and it was 10 innocent people, but think about all the guilty people that are really scared now. All the guilty ones that are free.
All the crime we stopped.
They're scared to death. They're like, oh my God, I don't want to do any crime. If they're killing innocent people, then they're definitely going to kill me, a guilty person. So, all in all, it's a win, no doubt about it.
Agree.
Oh, and this is what we want to talk about. Yes, look at this. Speaking of space news, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin loses $2.9 billion lawsuit filed against NASA for awarding lunar lander contract to SpaceX.
Oh, yes.
Prompting Elon Musk to troll him.
Trollings.
With a Judge Dredd tweet. OMG, why are these guys so cool? These are the heroes of America. I
often wish I could be that cool, but I just realize it's impossible.
We're so lucky. Oh my gosh, look at this. Elon Musk, you have been judged.
Wow.
Let me move my head
burn.
So you can see.
I need to make there's a couple videos I seen online called Elon Musk where he goes epic or he goes savage. Because that's savage right there. That is savage.
This Elon Musk here. Let's look up Elon Musk saying savage. Wait, is that a video?
No, it's not him saying savage. It's a video of him supposedly being savage for 15 or 10 minutes. And he's savage 0 of those times. But
that would be
great guy,
really cool. That'd be really cool. But look at Elon Musk. So Elon Musk is just teasing Jeff.
Now, is that the fake jacket or the fake jacket?
No, that's a real jacket.
Oh, real jacket.
They had to use the same jacket because William Shatner was complaining about that he looked overweight. So that's why.
So they unzipped it, put it on him, and it just so happened that No.
They admit that it was a Photoshop picture.
Oh, they do.
It had to be. Yes, it had to be for William Shatner's weight.
Well, it's Photoshop, but it has to be.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's like it's Photoshop, but Rob Simmons says it has to be Photoshop.
I agree.
That's just how it works. You have to paint. It's taking a bunch of individual pictures.
Can we jump? We've got to move along. We've got.
Oh yeah. One more thing.
Wait 1 second. Wait. Sorry, I had to tell. Sorry, we have a guest waiting that's annoying me.
Okay, but listen to this, guys. This is huge news, and we got to talk about this. Marvel's new Eternals film is banned in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Qatar because it features a gay couple.
So what? Everybody's gay.
That's what I'm saying. Marvel's new film, Eternals, will not be shown in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or Kuwait. Amid suspicion, it was pulled because it features a gay couple. Isn't that unbelievable, David? Baller Dave, what do you think about that? You're not allowed to have it. They throw gay people off roofs. And I was thinking about going to Dubai and doing a shop till you drop type shopping experience. And now I wouldn't even go there if I can't bring my gay cats. My cats are gay. I mean, they're very gay.
I think 80% of people right now are gay. That's
what I'm saying. If I was to bring Sky Bear, they would immediately euthanize him if Sky Bear even sniffed another cat's behind. I couldn't risk that. And there's so many street cats there that Sky Bear would like to interact with. So it's just very dangerous. I can't believe they're anti-gay. And I'm learning all this very new. I thought they were very cool there. I thought they just, I thought they were done flying planes into buildings. I thought they were behind that. I thought they were flying planes into airports.
Alexander, are any of your cats transgender?
Well, Angus is gender fluid, and that's why we call him.
Goes wishy-washy.
We call it Angie, and I do have one gender fluid. To be honest, my cats, a lot of male cats here. There are a lot of tomcats. They're very dominant in their sexuality, but they'll sniff each other's butts and they'll scratch each other's behinds. They'll clean each other's derrieres. It gets a little wonky, and I know in Saudi Arabia, in a place, if you can't even have a gay Marvel movie, and we all know Chris Pratt, Thor is gay. Oh my gosh, Thor is giving BJs the whole movie, I believe. And Wakanda, oh my gosh, they said Wakanda has the most gay sex of any Marvel fictional city. So I don't know why they would do this and ban this in Kuwait. It's really unfair to the Marvel universe.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not fair to our children. Our children need to be exposed to all of this so they know what choices they have as they're going through puberty.
Because it's not just one choice. You have many choices. You can choose whatever you want.
I mean, all the kids love Marvel movies and stuff, but if Marvel is not portraying the way the world should be, then what good are they? Go ahead.
No, let's go to. Oh, go ahead. We got
to go to sports. Okay, I was just going to say, look at this, though. Last space little thing, because we're on space, and we'll go to sports. Tom Hanks says Jeff Bezos invited him to go to space before William Shatner, but asked him to pay $28 million for the 12 minutes.
That's cheap, man. I would pay that if I had it.
Look at Tom Hanks here. Let's hear. Let's see.
Is a multi-award-winning actor, producer, writer.
Now he has AIDS, right? I saw a documentary where he gets AIDS. I think he probably still has it.
Something but this is $28 million, so we don't have time to watch the whole interview. But we got to go to sports. But look at this. So William Shatner got to go. That's a pretty big. They're pretty equal actors, in my opinion. Don't you think? They're both very relevant and equal actors. And see, look how heavy William is.
I would be upset too.
This is why he had to Photoshop, and they both had to Photoshop it because they're both a little portly, and they wanted to, have a better physique. And I actually am into cosmetic surgery for children and the elderly. So I agree with that.
Especially if you have $250 billion, because it's pretty cheap at that point.
And how old is William Shatner again?
92 or something.
That doesn't make any sense. There's no way that he's 92 years old.
I'm telling you what I heard.
I know, but he is on human growth hormone. He's on some sort of medicine or some sort of blood from some sort of source or something to anti-aging him. Well, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately. Go ahead. Sorry.
Are we ready? We're going to get up sports real quick and get that in, and then we'll be right back. This is maybe not. Maybe we're not. Yes, we are. No, this is not sports. I lied. This is a PSA. Let's go with the PSA first, since I've got that ready. And it's very important that you pay attention to this because it could be yours.
The first one. Wow. I think it was at the library.
The 1996 Olympics.
Nicole Greenbaum's bar mitzvah.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. Well, when you get it, it's kind of on your mind nonstop,
I remember really wanting to get mine for the first time. And when I finally did, I was so happy.
Definitely get them multiple times a day.
I'd say more than 6.
I don't remember every single one of them, but they're all special in their own way.
Walking the street, in a meeting.
On my commute, giving a presentation for a class.
Oh, I got one at a county fair once.
I guess you could say they're a pretty big part of my life. Actually, it's the only thing I give a damn about.
Nowadays, when I get one, I try to hang on to it as long as possible.
It's an extension of myself.
There's honestly nothing quite like them.
If I couldn't have one, it would be devastating and kind of boring.
Men who have had COVID are 6 times more likely to develop erectile dysfunction.
I'm sorry, what?
6 times more likely.
That's correct.
What are you guys doing? Go get the vaccine. We're talking about your future boners here, okay? I mean, I would cut off my own dick to protect my future boners. Okay, as I think about it, it doesn't make sense logically to cut off my own dick to save my future dick, but you know what I'm saying. It's just important.
It's actually pretty simple.
Get vaccinated, guys. Do it for your penis.
Just public service there. Let's go to
Trust
sports.
us. We're penis doctors.
I lost.
Car driver
sorry.
Brandon Brown has become America's favorite sweetheart. Let's go, Brandon! Packed stadiums across the country can't stop cheering for this guy. They love this guy. Let's go, Brandon! Conspiracy theorists actually believe they're saying something vulgar about the president, but I don't know what they're talking about. Let's go, Brandon. 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 There's no way they could be chanting anything bad about our president. Most popular president of all time. He even says so himself.
81 million Americans voted for me. The largest number of votes in American history. Clear majority.
Let's go, Biden. I think I heard that. All right, and that's sports.
That was Christopher Crum, everyone, with another fantastic sports story. And now we've got the highlight of the show, I believe. And we've got to bring this on. Whoops, now we've got everything screwed up here. Give me one moment, would you? Be so kind. And we will get, I'll go ahead and let her on. She's been bugging me the whole time. Oh, sorry.
What a great sports segment. I mean, absolutely.
It's pretty good, wasn't it?
Very good. And I can't believe all the support for Brandon after winning that NASCAR race. It's really
unbelievable.
Coming together.
And I just wish people would stop with the nonsense thinking that it's anything else, because it can't be. What they're saying
America's the best it's ever been, in my opinion. I think it's the best this country has ever been.
I love the new gas prices. I'm a real big fan of all the food prices. They're really right where we need them. So anyway, we've been trying to get.
Well, the cat food prices are so high that
feed them half as much. Add a little water. Then you're paying the same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Try it. I'm just saying, just try it. All right. So now we've got a very special guest coming on. I mean, we've talked about her before, and I know. I wanted her here first more than anybody. So she's here, and we are excited about it. Let me see if we can get her on here. So, yeah, this should be awesome. I mean, we definitely got big fans here. I just think that she needs to is she here? Oh, she is here. She's waiting for us. Okay. Alexander, are you gonna say hi to her? You gonna
Oh, we love you, Leanna.
There you go.
I want your babies, Leanna.
She doesn't look very happy with that. I don't know.
I know. I'm sorry.
Relax.
I know. She doesn't like to talk about babies because of the whole Planned Parenthood.
I think we're going to get into that. Relax, Alexander. Okay, clearly I saw her first in the back room of Zoom, so if anyone's getting anything, it's going to be me, all right? And let me introduce the beautiful, down-to-earth, lover of children, savior of humanity. She is a columnist for the Washington Post, an on-air commentator for CNN. She's a medical analyst. She was formerly at George Washington University. She was president of Planned Parenthood. She is a global health fellow at the NWO, and she's about to be introduced. What did I say? NWO again? I'm always doing that.
No, it's the WHO.
George Washington University.
Not the NWO.
GWU. George Washington
the
University.
WHO.
I'm sorry.
No.
Who? I'm about to introduce her.
George Washington University, GW.
Wait,
excuse me, Alexander.
I thought you said that she's with the NWO. That's what I said.
No, it's the World Health Organization, the WHO, the WHO.
That's what I meant.
She's in the rock band. She's in the rock band, the Who.
You're very welcome.
Whoops, sorry, that was bad. That's my bad. My bad on that one. Okay, so anyway, I always get those two mixed. Anyway, she's Dr. Wen. Here she is. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I've always enjoyed talking to real men.
Thank you.
You know, the kinds that get their vaccines, the ones whom aren't afraid of a little pokem, the ones who see the vaccine is the only way out of this pandemic.
True.
Vaccines, second jabs and boostrums, many boostrums.
Many of them.
So thank you for having me. I must keep it short. However, as I have a booster planned for about an hour from now.
Oh.
Well, I thought you had a booster appointment. You have one today? Because you told me that you had one last week and couldn't be on the show, and then the week before. It's kind of weird.
Yes, it is true. I've had boosters both those days, well as
just like every week?
often, and
cool,
because that's how you stay safe and remain healthy when COVID exists behind every door, on every surface, on every handshake, every kiss on the cheek, every shoulder you brush and you throw you never know when they're going to be everywhere in your airways everywhere.
Wow, that's a lot of but yeah, indeed, we're all very scared of the COVID bugs. Obviously, Alex was in a bubble last week, so I think you're right when you say that we need to treat the unvaxxed like drunk drivers. Here we are being good citizens, right? We're stopping at stop signs, we're remaining in our lane, and then here comes some Trumper, some white guy in his Ford F-150 with an American flag flying out the back. His children are bouncing all over the cab. He's drunk, putting the lives of everyone in jeopardy.
He's playing Kid Rock.
Oh, man.
He's playing Kid Rock full
How much
blast.
you want to bet that he's unvaxxed, Leanna? How much you want to bet that white asshole driving that truck...
Oh, and I'd be sure, because
Yeah.
This is their mentalism, mentalism.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks only his life matters. So how can he do what is good for what he wants? Well, guess what, Jack? Have you watched the news? Have you watched the news and have you looked around and seen the chaos and destruction
It's everywhere.
this deadly pandemic has caused? Now, I know you don't believe in science, but without it, you wouldn't be alive. That truck you're driving is science. That seatbelt is science. That Randy Travis cassette tape is science. All science, man. All science. But because you're afraid of a needle, you choose to put the world in harm's way, subjecting your COVID spittle, breathing out and in and out and in and out and choose to put the world in harm's way. And as you go around breathing and out and in and out and in and subjecting us to your COVID spittle. So I propose life in prison because of countless deaths you've caused. We don't know how many, but I've done math that it's about 150 deaths per anti-vaxxer.
Whoa.
And I don't want to hold them responsible, but they aren't driving under the influence. They're just as dangerous. Unvaxxed idiots as a DUI these days should be arrested and jailed. And good thing here is no argument to be had. There's
like
no
that.
argument. All anyone that decides to not take the vaccine is basically a racist murderer and should be put in prison for life and is a child pedophile as well.
Wow.
So that's what's going on. And I hope I can come back really soon and get the word out that we all need to get vaxxed. We all need our children to be vaxxed, and we need to stop breathing and cover our mouths and our airways, and we'll all feel a lot better once we're in the grave because we won't have to worry about anything except for ourselves.
Well, I agree. I just think it's you mentioned the children in school. So with schools, all we care about is the vaccine and masks. That's all we need.
Oh, heavens, no. Of course, vaccines, weekly vaccines, double masks. I think they should get one 30-second break a day.
That's nice.
Give them a card to hand to the teacher. Then they may go stand in the middle of the playground and take the mask down 1 inch below the mouth and breathe normally for 30 seconds. Yeah. Also, they need to be put in a plastic pod and very safe, effective.
That's smart.
Plastic pod, and then zipped up in pod bags, which every student in one of these this pandemic should over.
They're vented pod bags.
Yeah,
and then this pandemic should be over in about a decade.
What?
That's not that long. It's not that long.
Well, I hope so. A decade, man. Damn anti-vaxxers. Can we talk about your miscarriage, though? I thought we could bring that up. Yeah, you got a smile on your face. It's pretty cool. Can we talk about that? Can we get into the details?
I didn't have a miscarriage. I didn't have one.
Oh.
They don't actually exist.
What?
Are you meaning the removal of the unwanted clump of cells that maybe one day have been a living thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's a miscarriage.
That was just non-materialized cells. I made the mistake of calling it a miscarriage, and Planned Parenthood, the greatest company on earth, was right in firing
they fired you.
men.
Yeah.
Correcting my mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Some people believe that because this has a heartbeat and it's alive. Well, they can't. Well, they are wrong. It is my body and my choice to do with a clump of cells that I want to do. Except I can't call it a miscarriage, as they aren't real and don't exist.
All right. Can we talk about eugenics? I don't know, the World Economic Forum. I know you're an emerging global leader. Maybe the Boston bombing. I would love to talk about that, and your work there was fantastic.
Oh, gentlemen, I'm out of time. Booster is calling my name.
Like when?
Right
when?
now, about 15 minutes.
No, I meant like when? Get it? When? Leanna, when? Like when?
Now, gentlemen, I'm going to go now.
Yeah.
Jaren, she didn't like that joke.
I thought it was a good joke. When? You know, like
I'm getting it now.
No,
I might be back again, but this has been weird.
It's been a little weird. I have to admit.
What?
How many boosters have you had?
I've had 6.
I'm going at 6 minutes after 7 tonight for my 33rd. Proud to say.
I've had 10. Well, 10.
Catch up, buddy.
I think 11.
You're falling behind.
11, maybe.
Well, I would have had over 12, but I was in the hospital.
Then I will be back because you are great men.
Indeed. Thank
Very
you,
heroic. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Remember, vaccines are the only way out. If science didn't exist, we would all be dead. And
Thank you.
And you don't want that. And all the unvaxxed. We need to know that all the unvaxxed should stay home. Stay the fuck home until we come get you and force to jab you. Thanks to all you heroes. See you soon.
Thank you.
She's so wonderful.
Did she say she was going to force jab people or something? That was weird.
Well, you know, there are
smart.
I don't know if
there are people out there that just think that the vaccine is ridiculous, and that's insanity. So they need to be forced jabbed.
I can't even see straight. You mean there's people that are not going to get the vaccine or just for whatever reason?
Yeah, there's people that aren't that smart out there.
Well, you know what? Let me see who they're going to call when they break their arm. You know.
Well, speaking of vaccines, I have one more article, guys, from the CDC. They're recommending for everybody under the age of 60. The CDC Advisory Committee recommends all U.S. adults younger than the age of 60 get vaccinated against hepatitis B. So if you guys are getting vaccinated, go ask them for the hepatitis B vaccination.
Can they put them in the same vial and just one time? It's quicker, easier.
No, but they can do left arm, right arm is what they call it, and it's a righty lefty boot scoot and boogie.
Because I figure that the vaccine cannot hurt. It doesn't matter what else it's mixed with because they don't even ask you like what drugs you're on, what medication you're on. So obviously the vaccine's good with everything. So I figure you might as well just put in the hepatitis and add a little something else too. Can't do anything bad.
Well, Norm, this is how it works. Dude, it just works like this.
Please explain it to me.
Almonds and peanuts are not safe and effective for everyone. We know, you know, kids, if they get a peanut allergy.
But those are not created by the best scientists ever.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Those are made by Mother Nature, and we know Mother Nature
fucks up all the time. Tornadoes and shit. Come on.
So this is science. So that's why it's safe and effective, because you're taking science. You're not taking an almond. You're not taking a disgusting peanut.
Oh boy,
it comes from dirt.
It comes from under the ground, not even on top.
This is clean, sterile, that has been wiped down with like, you have no idea how much Purell they wipe down all the syringes with, and they wipe down the vaccine stuff. So guys, the more vaccines, the better. The more science in your body, the less your natural body has to do, its job of.
Oh, I stopped counting on my immune system years ago.
Yeah, I don't need it. My immune system, I know, is going to fail, but I know science never will. I know I can always take a pill or a vaccine. So remember, get vaccinated, for hepatitis C if you guys are free. Look at this. Do you guys want this? Look at that.
Is that Hep C?
That's Hep C, David. Do you want that?
I don't want anywhere near me.
No way, man. Look at that. That looks scary.
If you saw how bad he guarded his room, you would know he doesn't want anything near him.
I mean, guys, listen. Hepatitis B is a liver infection that can spread from person to person through blood, semen, and other bodily fluids. And I'll be honest, guys. I deal with a lot of semen in my line of work. I got buckets of semen.
What do you do?
Well, that's a secret. That's a need-to-know basis. But I'm just tell you something. I'm exposed to a lot of semen at the clinic that I work at, and so I don't want to get hepatitis B. So that's why I'm triple vaccinated for hepatitis B. So, guys, just remember that if you're dealing with a lot of semen, right here, this is the news right here. If you're dealing with a lot of blood and semen, get your hepatitis B vaccine. That's all we can say, and it's very important for all the semen people out there. And if you're a landman, seaman, landman, it doesn't matter what kind of man you are, make sure to get hepatitis B vaccinated.
All right, let's head out because we started 5 minutes late because of Alex, and then we are now 20 minutes late getting out of here because of Alex. So I'm gonna have to talk to GNN because I'm not very happy.
Stop your screen share, Alexander.
Yeah, stop it.
Sorry.
And I heard we got a report that next week I think they don't want us sitting close to each other because of COVID. So I think they're going to put us in our home locations. Just we're not going to be able to be here
even though
together.
There was this heavily vaccinated still.
You can still get it. You can still carry.
I'll
very
still
rare.
Go. I should be up to 66 by next week.
Well, nice. Good job.
They had to remove one of my. They had to remove my big toe, guys. It got gangrene from an infection.
But it's unrelated.
It's unrelated. But, yeah. Okay.
Well, we're told to say that. So, what do you want to do? You want to go against the wishes or no?
A lot of unrelated stuff has been happening. I'll just say that.
Well, it's unrelated. So, what difference does it make how many of the things happen?
You're right. That's 100%. It's unrelated.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading out. We'll see you next week for another GNN. We have been reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning, which is some 4.54 billion years, and that's a plus or minus 0.01 billion. So it could be.
I thought they're plus or minus 500,000 years.
It might be. Well, I just know it's 4.54 or 4.53 in between there. It's a billion. Really impressive stuff. And Neil deGrasse told me he was by the other day. He said hi. And we will be back in about maybe 15, 20 minutes with, I guess the Baby Truth Show is doing a special today. RV Truth. No idea.
Let's call it 10 past the hour.
15 sounds good. I like
I heard they are doing a wild show, so I'm excited.
Yeah, an unmasking or something. I don't know what's going to happen.
Unmasking, we don't like that. We're pro mask here. Put on your mask.
Yeah, that's true.
Put
it's
on
pro-mask.
your hepatitis B vaccine because you never know when you're going to handle a lot of semen.
Yes, and 1-800 Planned Parenthood if you want to call Dr. Wen and ask her out on a date. She's married, but I'm sure she gets it all the time.
Does she answer the phone?
Yep, she'll answer right away.
Nice.
Yep. Well. She got fired from there, but I guess it forwards her cell phone, so she takes care of it. All right, it's been fun. Any final words, Mr. Truth?
Well, I'll just say this, guys. Vaccinate and don't hate. Progress is the step forward that we all need to make, and the mayor of Virginia is a racist and deserves to die. Of natural causes from a long
Mr. Baller Dave, any final words?
I agree with Alexander Truth. Vaccinate, don't hesitate.
Get your vaccine, and you anti-maskers, get the hell off the Earth. We're tired of it. Get the hell off this planet. I hope it spins so fast that they fly off. Can that happen? Oh, I get frustrated. And screw Trump too, man. I've been hearing him in the news again. Dirty little
Trump
punk.
and DeSantis.
Disgusting.
Puke.
Throw up.
Makes me miss Mike Pence. And
no, really that's rough. That's rough.
6th. Yeah,
he did help us out. He was a good guy. Then
he's really good.
No, I just want to see more Harris. That's all I've been asking for. I'm not seeing enough of her. I need to see more.
Kamala, I'm ready to park that bus right in my driveway. You know what I
mean? Park that Big Mac truck right in her little garage. Oh boy, that sounds exciting. Till next week. This has been GNN, and this has been the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, Darwin. Peace.